Oh, okay, guys, I'm back. I'm not reviewing anything. Just need to get some stuff off my chest here. Bear with me. I had a pretty rough day at work. A lot of. This is the day for angry, rude, just a-hole customers. I mean, if you see my Facebook post, you know about the guy that came in that threw a fit because he had to wait in line because the store that I work at, the max capacity that we're allowed to have in the store per the company right now is 10 people. And of course that includes employees. So when you have 2 employees, you can only have 8 customers in the store, and that can be very frustrating. I spent a good portion of my shift, my manager and I, guarding the door. I'm like, because people don't even care. They don't even, like, our front thing is plastered with signs, and people don't even read. They don't even care. And I get it. Yeah, we're one of the few stores that doesn't require you as a customer to wear a mask. It's up to you. As employees, we have to wear it. But don't sit there and throw a fit because we have to count people. I don't know. I don't understand why anybody thought that was gonna be, and that was gonna change. Especially since I work in a mall, in an inside mall. It's not like an outdoor mall where you walk around. It's not Easton. And I feel like we're being pretty lenient with not having to wear a mask. I mean, you go to American Eagle and Route 21, they've got people standing outside the door making you wear a mask. You have to wear a mask when you go inside those stores. And they're not the only ones. The Ulta that I work at, they just recently opened back up. And because we do have a salon on site, so salon trumps anything else. And plus we are a beauty store, so obviously it's very easy to spread and contaminate stuff in there in normal circumstances. So if you go in there, they're requiring you to wear a mask as well. And if you're getting a hair service done, which the salon is open, you're required to wear a mask. I don't know if they're counting people. I know they are practicing the 6 feet apart. I just feel like if you guys don't want to follow the rules, if you have an issue with stores having a capacity per our company standards because of this whole situation, this pandemic, then don't come to the mall. Don't go to any store for that matter. Stay home. Order your stuff online. Have it delivered. But don't sit there. Don't sit there and cuss me out when I'm doing my job. That is so irritating. Everybody just thought that when the mall opened back up that they were, I'm like, I don't get it, because Walmart from the very beginning, from back in March when everything closed down, Walmart started closing at 8:30, and they started counting people. And they've got a sign on their door, just like we do, that says how many people they're allowed to have, and they count people. And I don't see people having an issue standing out there in the rain. If you gotta stand in the rain, take an umbrella. If it's cold, take a jacket. If it's hot, take water with you. Take an umbrella to use for shade. I take my umbrella to use as a parasol because this pale ass girl freaking burns. So I have been known to take my umbrella and use it as a parasol. I don't see people giving them issues. I know Always was counting people. Pet Supplies Plus, when in the midst of everything being closed down, they were counting people, and they were only allowed to have about the same amount of people that we're allowing in our store. We're wearing masks for the employees are wearing masks for our safety and your safety. I mean, if you don't want to, in most of these places, you can Walmart, you can get your food, they will do your food for you, and you can do curbside pickup. So I don't understand why you're having an issue, why everybody's just having this issue with the fact that all the stores that are currently open in the mall are doing this. And they get mad because they want to come charging in the store. And I'm like, really? I'm like, all the essential stores that were open this whole time have been counting people. So I don't understand why everybody's having this big issue with smaller stores in the mall opening, doing the same thing. It just really irritates me. And my whole thing to that is, if you don't like it, don't come to the mall. I'm sorry that you're bored and don't want to be at home. Go to the freaking park. Go to the bike trail. Walk the bike trail. Go to the park. Whatever. That's another thing that irritates me. I'm only allowed to have 10 people in my store, and with 2 employees, that means 8 people. First of all, why are you coming in with a group of 15 people? Don't get mad at me because I tell you only part of your group can come in. First of all, only ones that should be coming in is if you're actually going to shop. I'm tired. There was a group of 3 teenage girls. They were just in there killing time, made a mess out of my store, didn't purchase anything. There was a guy that came in, was just walking around the store, yakking on his phone the whole time today. While I've got legitimate people standing outside my door waiting for you to get out of my store, I'm like, if you're not going to buy anything, if you're just in my store because you're bored and don't want to sit at home anymore, get out, because I don't want you in my store. I want the legitimate shoppers that are there. They have to stand outside my door and wait for you to just lollygag because, you're tired of being cooped up in home. Well, you know what? All of us are. Go for a walk around the block, whatever. Social media, that's a real thing now. What would you guys do if this was, back before social media, before we had cell phones, before we had computers where you could FaceTime everybody? People would not know how to function. There's no excuse for that. You can still connect with everybody. I have friends and family members that have had babies during this, okay, and they've had to be locked and cooped away because they have newborn babies. If they can do it, you can do it. I mean, you guys some of these adults are worse than the little kids. I mean, you guys you're super immature. And everybody acts like you're so better than everybody else. Like, if you're not legitimately in my store to shop, get out, because that's one more person that I can let in to actually make a sale. And let me tell you something. We have been making just insane numbers since opening. And with these sales that we're having, our seasonal blowout, and when we opened up, it was the seasonal blowout with the buy one get one half off when we started. And I know, because I took advantage of this sale myself. I needed some new sandals and some new socks, and it was better than my discount. And now it's still the summer blowout sale is the seasonal blowout sale is still going on, but the buy one get one half off has changed. And then I have people who got mad because they get mad because they gotta stand and wait in line. So what happens? They walk away. I've got a line forming outside my door, so they get tired of waiting and they walk away. And then they get mad because they come back and I tell them, well, we're still at capacity. Well, if you hadn't have left the line, you would have been, the first person in. You would have been in the store already. But no, you left, and in that 15 minutes you were gone, some people left and some people came in. Don't get mad at me if you don't want to stand there and wait. I'm sorry, you should have stood there and waited. Because, it's shoes. It's not like it's clothing or beauty products or anything like that. It's shoes. A lot of people are fairly quick because a lot of people are coming in just looking for sandals. A lot of people have been coming in looking for summer shoes for their kids. And I get that. Some people have a difficult time. They actually have to try on the shoes, and kids are one of those things where some don't care. You can show them a picture and they're like, okay. And then you just go get their size. Other kids, No, they're very picky. So, but yeah, I mean, you need to wait in line so that you can be the next in line. That way, when 3 people are ready to check out, well, 3 people can come in. I mean, you can't get mad about that. And just some of these things are just like pet peeves, and it's stressing me out because I feel like I'm having to yell at customers, and that's just not who I am. I've worked in customer service, retail for almost 15 years now. And I have learned to hold my tongue on a lot of things, but today I almost flipped out on that guy. I wanted to so bad, and I'm just like, I really just want to be like, I really just wanted to tell him, if you don't like it, if you think this is such a hoax, why don't you go tell that to the families who've had loved ones and friends die from this freaking virus that's going around killing people? Stop. It's not a hoax. It's very much not a hoax. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be saying that if one of your friends or family members had died from this thing. Because people like you are the reason that I'm so glad that there's me and my mom to go out and get stuff for my dad. With all people like that are the reason we haven't sent my dad, let my dad hardly out of the house with all his medical problems. So yeah, if everybody, ooh, I just want to punch that guy in the face so freaking bad. But yeah, and I've had to go stand in line. I haven't worn a mask this whole freaking pandemic. That's my choice. But if I go to some place, a business or something, and they're requiring me to wear a mask, I will do it because it's going to make people feel safe. If it makes people feel safe and it's their rules, I'm not going to argue with it. I have to wear one for work. I'm getting real good with figuring out how to keep my makeup on with this, with these things. Yeah, I get it. They're uncomfortable. They are difficult to breathe and make your face sweat. My nose runs all the time. I have allergies, so it's allergy season, and the humidity from my breath is all the time. My sides of my face are breaking out. So I'm having to, just from where it's like, it's like my face sweating, and it's like being pressed on my face. So I get it. They're uncomfortable. But if you don't agree with what a company is doing, then don't shop there. Get on their online website. Rue21, American Eagle, Shoe Sensation, Ulta, they all have thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure people are not real happy about the whole thing with Ulta and stuff, because you're not allowed to touch the testers. Okay, well that was testers spreading germs was an issue before. Even before all this started, it was a thing. But I kind of like the idea, because if you do away with testers, guess what? That means people can't steal them. You can't steal them. That means less times I have to, more product I have to waste to make a new tester because people have stolen it, or like some people like to, little immature teenagers like to draw dick pics on my lighted arches. Like, really? You have nothing better to do? They do it with the nail polish, too. They sit and test the nail polish. Well, guess what? Thank you very much. I have to damn that out now because you've contaminated it, assholes. So, quite frankly, I am okay with them doing away with testers, because that means I don't have to deal with that. I don't have to deal with people getting mad because there's no tester for them to tester it and whatnot. I'm like, good, you do away with testers, because let me tell you something that I just learned recently. The whole thing with testers and spreading germs has been an issue since the early 70s. Okay, so the fact that people are thing, and I'm like, really? This has been an issue for the longest time as far as beauty stores and things. So honestly, and a lot of beauty stores right now, a lot of beauty stores, including, well, a lot of beauty stores have really good return policies. Like Ulta has a good one, a really good return policy. So my thing is, even if you can't test it right now, if you take it home and you don't like it or something, okay. I'm not sure how the return policy is working right now, obviously, because I haven't talked to any of my coworkers. I haven't been down to my store yet. I've been too busy working at the shoe store and doing other things in between. But at some point, I will make it a goal to go get my hair cut, because I can't take. I mean, I can do. Basically, what I'm saying, if I can do the mask and I can respect what other stores are doing, no matter how uncomfortable it makes me, if it makes people feel safer, I'm going to do it, and I'm not going to argue about it. I'm just saying, don't treat these employees like crap because they're following their company's guidelines. They're following the guidelines that have been given to us by state, by our companies, to prevent the further spread of this damn virus that's killing people. I mean, there are updates you can get. People post them on my Facebook. The active cases in Licking County. Someone's posting them every day. I don't know who it is. I never pay attention, but I do look at the numbers. So it's a very real thing. So the fact that people are saying this is a hoax, especially people who live here in Licking freaking County, dumbasses, you should take a look at those numbers. And as a matter of fact, since things have started opening back up, you should look at the spike in the number of cases from all across the country. Okay, so maybe if you were a little more educated and was actually paying attention to what was going on in the news, and I don't mean Fox News because they're a bunch of dumbasses. They're not, half the time they're not even factual. I mean, I just read an article about the whole J.C. Penney going bankrupt and saying they're closing stores all over the country, and I'm like, and this is Fox News reported this, by the way. And I have a J.C. Penney's in my mall with a Sephora in it, no less. And then I found a different article from 2 days later from NBC4, which actually listed out all the stores that, all the J.C. Penney stores that were being closed. And by the way, you dumbasses at Fox News, whoever reported that at Fox News, JCPenney is not closing all across the country. So y'all need to get your facts straight. But yeah, just pay attention to the news. Pay attention to social media. There's no reason people should be missing this stuff. And the fact that people are... Well, this is the first I've heard somebody call it a hoax, but I mean... Okay. You're entitled to your opinion. But in reality, reality is saying something different. And if you don't like the reality thing, then don't come out in public. Don't come out in public and don't go into stores. If you don't like how the companies are doing things, stay home, order offline, and be the jackass that you are.